call it a sixth sense, call it a psychic ability, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what it is. Maybe y'all can help me figure it out. Welcome back to my channel, guys. I feel like I've mentioned this before in one of my previous videos. I could have swore I did, but I didn't go in too much detail. But anyways, this is a video about my psychic ability, sixth sense. I don't know what you would call it. Yeah, I'll tell y'all the story and y'all can help me figure it out what it could possibly be or whatever. And this does go back to when I was still in the military or whatever. So people getting discharged go to a place called RHU. I think it's called RHC now, because for reception holding company, because it's too big to be a unit. But so I think it's a company called RHC. And basically people go there when they're getting discharged for them to hold them or whatever. This one guy came in and he went to the same room that I was, same bay that I was in. It's like a room or whatever that I was in. And I looked at him and I swore I knew him from somewhere. Like, I knew why he was there, why he was getting discharged. I knew the exact reason why. I knew that it was because he couldn't see out of his right eye. I didn't go up to and talk to him or nothing like that, but every time I stared at him, I was like, I know he can't see out of it. But like, you couldn't tell from just by looking at him. Like, you would have to actually speak to him, because like he wasn't, like, his right eye wasn't messed up or nothing like that. He just couldn't see out of it. So one time while we were getting ready to go to lunch or like to dinner or something like that, I seen him sitting down, and so I went over there and sat next to him. And I didn't speak to him then, but then I was like, I waited a little bit, and so I was like, why are you here? And he said, I'm blind out of my right eye. And then in my head, I was like, I knew it. I didn't even have to speak to him to know that he could not see out of his right eye. Like, somehow, some way, I knew he could not see out of his right eye. And I feel like I've seen him somewhere before. Like, I knew his name too. I can't remember it now, but I knew his name. As soon as he said his name, I knew it. I was like, it wasn't like nothing new to me. I already knew that was his name. So he told me he couldn't see out of his right eye. And then I hesitated a little bit, and then I was like, oh wow, really, why? And he told me the reason why, but I can't remember. And then he asked me, like, why was I leaving? So I told him or whatever. And I was like, I know this is gonna sound strange, just bear with me, be accepting. But then I was like, somehow I knew that you couldn't see out of your right eye, and I already knew your name. And he goes, what? And I was like, yeah, I know it sounds freaky, I know it sounds like BS or something like that, but I knew you couldn't see out of your right eye, and I knew your name. And he goes, how? And I was like, I don't know, I feel like I've seen it in a dream. I feel like somehow, some way, I just knew. I knew. And he goes, you know what the strange thing is? I feel like I know you too. And I was like, really? And then he was like, yeah, but just lightly. Like, I didn't know your name, or I didn't know why you were getting discharged, but I feel like I've seen you before too. But my face is kind of like that ordinary face. It's like, yeah, it's pretty like average. It's not like nothing special or nothing like that. He was like, yeah, I knew you too. And so I was like, that's strange that we both feel like, but he only knew my face. He didn't know my name while I was getting discharged, but I knew his face. I knew what was wrong with him. I knew his name. As we kept talking or whatever, I swear we've talked before. I was having deja vu the whole time where I was talking to him. It was just a crazy experience, because I did, like, at the army I experienced a whole bunch of weird things, but that by far had to be the craziest thing I've ever experienced. Like, I've never knew someone but didn't know someone at the same time. I knew everything about that kid, and I didn't even never seen him in my whole entire life. He lives in a whole different state. It's crazy. So yeah, I know this video is probably gonna be short or whatever, but I just had to tell you. Cause like, maybe somebody can help me figure out why I knew that kid, but not knew that kid. Whether it was a psychic ability, whether I have a sixth sense. Somebody needs to come and help me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.